What is going on, everybody?
Hey.
Hi, Jack and Alex here. We just had a great weekend with our family, my in-laws, Alex's parents, and Alex's mamas, and sister, and my brother-in-law.
They all came into town from Nashville, and we all hung out and had
Spent
a
a
good
good
time.
weekend with them. We all got sunburnt like crazy.
Yeah, freaking
Roasted.
Woo! Way roasted.
Evan got really roasted.
Oh my god.
But
a real live lobster.
yeah, but good time. But what we were feeling this morning, what we were reflecting on, both Alex and I, just like we're having a little powwow this morning at like 3:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
How many times can I say morning in one minute?
Say it one more time. Just make it even.
Morning. But anyway, it's just how, cause we feel good right now, but this early in this day, the morning.
Early in the morning.
Let's get a little serious. We were just feeling like the pain
It
of
was
the
rough.
world. It feels like every direction we're looking right now, it seems like people are struggling with something, whether it's like relationships or health.
Fucking
Wasn't
everything
it
imaginable.
Evan's grandparent is or great aunt, Evan's great aunt is having
Oh yeah, she's
having health issues.
Yeah, declining.
Your grandpa's health is
My grandpa.
is pretty compromised. My grandma's health is compromised right now.
Yeah.
So just like a lot of pain that people are feeling. So that, this is our grandparents. We feel the pain of them going through it, and also our parents are obviously feeling the pain of their parents going through it. But
Then
we
that projects
can.
out and
It projects in it. It hits everyone. And our message this morning on our Instagram was just like how the whole world is a collective consciousness, kind of like a hive mind with bees, like what one person feels, it's distributed through other people. And it's kind of like liberating to understand that to an extent, because sometimes we feel moody and sad or mad for no reason, like life's good.
Yeah.
Like everything on the surface, our life is amazing. But sometimes we'll still just feel that pain, and sometimes it's physical. Like for me, I have like chronic shoulder pain from just injuries over the years, motocross and stuff. But like when I feel the world is heavy, I feel it in my shoulder really bad, and it's just like frustrating. But I've come to grips to understand that like if I'm feeling pain, then that must mean that a lot of other people are feeling it too, and our job as a collective consciousness is like this. We have to treat everyone like it's part of us. Everybody is like our family, but even closer than that. And when you're feeling pain, it's like you are doing your job to carry some of that pain burden that the world is feeling in that moment. So when you look at it like that, it's like, this is what I'm happy to do this. Like this hurts me, but I'm strong enough to carry it, and hopefully I could like help take some of the burden off of the rest of the world.
like you're doing a selfless thing.
It's a selfless thing. You're
by-
carrying some of the load.
Yeah, by carrying some of the load, exactly. And that, even like that mindset, that way of thinking, like our self-talk is like so important. That's what I was thinking about on the way home. Just like how different my personally my life has been by changing my self-talk. I never even really thought before that my self-talk could really sabotage my life, that I was really like directing my life in a bad way by having these thoughts. I thought it was just a thought, but really when you're doing that, you're putting energy towards that, whatever you're thinking about. And it's so true in so many ways. And just really being conscious Jesus of it. But like easy for me to say, right? Just being conscious of it, it like just helps immensely. And just constantly like reminding yourself to change your way of thinking is like just so important. And now, God, over this past year, it's been tough. I felt like I've had to like constantly remind myself, but now it's like became like a habit.
Yeah.
And now it's becoming
You're solidifying
my solidified thought.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. It's like, damn, I never thought I'd get here.
Totally.
Like, feel like it's been a long road.
Yeah.
But
we've been rewiring the whole past year. It's like just changing the way everything is wired in our brain to see things the right way, like she's saying, self-talk. That's like getting into a tough situation and not making it worse by how you're talking about it to yourself on the inside. Like, this is so fucked. Like, look at this fucking, this, and this is wrong. Instead of that, it's like, you know what? All these things are making me tougher right now. Like, this is a solid learning lesson I'm going through. And it's building me to be the strongest version of myself. So we're talking to ourselves like that, and then we're like, good, like, bring this shit on, I'm down, I can handle it, I can take the pain. It's making us into the better versions of ourselves.
And then when we have those feelings, you know, we're radiating that off of us, and other people are feeling it. And that's why it's best to like explore our best selves, you know, so other people can see an example. And
resonate.
like, that's another thing we were talking about. We had a big conversation on the way home, so we're just trying to remember all the like gems we were thinking of. But like,
we drove separate trucks home, but we were on the phone for like an hour.
But just kind of, oh damn, now I'm losing it, hold on.
We talked about so many
things.
But
Okay.
I mean, to go along with just seeing things, observing people around us, and you know, it's just, you could tell that everyone goes through things, and we feel it. And even when our own little world is not, everything is good, like we just feel it, and that's the collective consciousness thing. And all we could do is just improve what we can, you know, like just each one little thing at a time. Like, just start with the process of elimination, removing bad habits one at a time. Like, we both quit drinking, we both quit doing party things, we both quit partaking in like junk food. Like, every little thing you do all day is either an act of self-respect or disrespect. Like, if you're eating unhealthy stuff, it's not only shows up on your physique as unhealthy and in your health, but like your subconscious is seeing what you're doing, and it's like, I don't love me. Look at me not loving me. Look at me trashing myself. So like, doing little things like getting up early and going for a walk and going to get a juice smoothie or something, like, these are all little acts of self-love. That's real treat yourself self-love. That's not like, oh, self-care day and people are eating fucking pizza. Like, that's not self-care. That's actually self-sabotage. But we're not judging. We were there not very long ago, and you know, we're still human. You get these cravings, like you see some really bomb looking food and it's like, God, I fucking want to eat that shit. But we immediately know how that feels on the other side. It's this act of self-disrespect. And what that does, acts of self-respect, it's like, that's the key to success ultimately, because you keep building yourself up, you keep building your subconscious up to thinking it deserves better, because it does. You keep treating it better, and then you attract in what you believe you deserve. So
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But that's just one of the many things we were talking about. I could tell you're digging around trying to remember.
I'm digging.
Yeah.
I know. I wish I could like rewind this. I could.
Nah, I mean, that was some good
It'll
stuff
come
right
out
there.
if it's really important.
Yeah, we'll just share some more later too.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, self-talk and
self-talk, collective consciousness feeling.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it just feels like, yeah, you getting it? To me, it feels like we're nearing, not to get like biblical and shit, but it feels like we're nearing like an end time or a big
breakthrough.
a big breakthrough, like within the entire world as a whole. Like, people are being tested more than ever. Like, think about everyone that you know right now. They're either on a path like Alex and myself, like they're either on a hardcore growth path that they're fucking gripping to for dear life because they know this is the only thing that's going to save them. This is how we are. Or the people that you know, like, observe them, like they're probably in the worst place they've been, like with vices, with health, with you name it, their relationships. Like, just look around you and just notice, like, this is a tough time for a lot of people. The only people I feel like are making it through right now are ones that have something, they have a daily process to stick to. And like we've talked about before, our daily process, all it really does is keep us out of our own fucking way.
Yeah.
When you get too much time on your hands, you fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You'll overeat. You'll fucking desire things that are bad for you. So our daily process is really just like putting a bunch of things in our way that are good for us and that are going to build us, that are building our mind, bodies, and soul. So
yeah. And like what I was going to say before is like we basically are like I never really like knew that there was an option of feeling like this, you know, of doing better. I like what I thought was what life was, what being an adult was, is getting more problems or, you know, whatever, and then using alcohol and using vices to get through them. And like literally I would be like, okay, I better get used to drinking alcohol and doing this and getting good at it.
Build up your tolerance.
Build up my tolerance
so that you can handle
because
it. Yeah.
like this is how people cope with this stuff. Like this is just what life is about. And then I, you know, came across programs and there's other ways. And like that was like a huge thing for me, like not even knowing in my mind that there was another way. Like I felt like
you're cursed or you're damned to this way of life. Right?
Yeah, it was like I feel like a lot of people may think that way too. Like this is it, that's the way life is, but it really isn't. No. Like, and we're living proof of that too, you know? Like there's a whole other world out there. A whole other
beyond
world.
Your limits that you
beyond
self-impose.
that you can even think of or fathom. And like it's just like I'm like so juiced right now just thinking about it because it's so enriching. Life, you know, life without those like limiting beliefs and just, I mean, however long it takes. Like it took me like a year to get here
to where you're
this
fully
point,
solidified.
but like I'm fucking fully solidified in this shit, you know, like no more wavering. Like I get it, I'm getting it now, and it's like
anymore.
And it's dope.
Yeah, it's very liberating.
It's very liberating.
It's just liberating to know like you can, whatever life you want, whatever life you are hoping for and wishing for, what you do is you aim for it, and then you remove all the things that you do that are bad, because those are back steps.
Yeah. So
you just work to remove all those things, and then the path begins to illuminate on how you're gonna get what you want. And it's just one step at a time. It's like, it seems overwhelming. Like if your goal is to be a multi-millionaire and successful and all this shit, like with money, it's like, just aim towards the one thing that you're passionate about that's going to help the most people. And like, if that's in the cards for you, it will be, if you could get out of your way.
Yeah.
If you keep throwing fucking sticks in front of your rollerblades, you're going to eat shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't ride rollerblades, but some people do. Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, babe.
But anyway, Alex is an asshole. I'm just kidding.
Damn. I'm like, I heard that come out of your mouth.
Just kidding. I know. I'm an asshole.
I didn't think that went through. I'm sorry.
Okay. But anyway.
Anyway, maybe we could cut that out.
Nah, fuck that. This is real. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, where she was going, like why she's juiced and why I'm juiced and why we do this every day is because like it's crazy to see when you start breaking through these barriers and breaking through limits that you used to have, like thinking that you're gonna just be middle, low class, working class fucking shit your whole life. When you start to make it one step at a time towards the right direction, you just see the ways and you're like, dude, like I'm no longer gonna self-sabotage and fuck myself over, and I'm gonna get there. We're all gonna everyone can get exactly where they want to go if you never stop. If you never take back steps and you never stop charging towards what you want. And then it's just however long it takes, and that we've come to know that fuck how long it's gonna take. That doesn't matter. As long as we're on the path, we feel our best. And there's nothing really much better than feeling your best. No fucking new truck or new boat or new this or that is gonna make you feel any better than feeling good. And we get we feel good after a good workout, we feel good getting up early, we feel good doing all these things, like just creating the perfect day of how you feel with focus of your goal. And the goal should be selfless ultimately. Like God's gonna see your goal through if it's to benefit humanity.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Once it's selfless, then that's when you're really going to get there. You're not worried about you. Because clearly, if you were really worried about you, you would have been on the path already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would have stopped drinking and smoking and whatever a long time ago. It's like sometimes you need more of a reason why.
Yeah.
And like,
it's got to be for the ones you care about.
Yeah, for the ones you care about.
I'll tell you right now, I would not be anything as good as I am right now. I've got a long way to go. It's a lifelong endeavor to be my best self, but I would be nowhere where I am right now if it weren't for you. Like I couldn't strive
100%.
for this greatness just for myself. Like humans aren't even wired that way because we don't get fulfillment for trying to benefit ourselves. We don't get fulfillment.
No.
It's selfish. We get fulfillment when we are creating the best us to give to everyone around us. That's when we feel fulfilled.
That's crazy. I was thinking about that when you were saying it. That's why I'm like about to go.
Yeah, no, because it's so real.
It's
like
true.
There's no way I could ever be here if it weren't for you. You know.
Same.
And that's how,
100%.
like, you guys, if you follow us, you know us, and you know we don't like. We push each other just by like the most genuine way. Like it's not like I'm never on her ass about fuck, go harder. She's never on my ass about that. We're always just like, I just want to be so much better for you.
Yeah.
You know?
And we challenge each other, but like in a positive way. You know, he challenges me in so many ways, even without saying it, you know. But it's more in a way of like, I want to level up for you, you know. It's not like,
and I know you're gonna
feel a
good
burden
because
like,
I
have to do this because
I see that you have such potential, and like I know how you're gonna feel when you get to a new level. So it's like that kind of, it's like an inspiration. It's not a push or a it's just,
exactly. And
we lead each other by inspiration.
It's awesome. We're very lucky.
We are. We're
You
very
know,
blessed.
you can find it as long as you're open for it, and if that's the path that you want. If you'll. When I decided that I wanted growth and I wanted to be the best that I could be, and I felt that in my mind and in my being, I met Jack.
Yeah, we aligned.
And then he's my fucking why, you know. Also my loved ones, obviously, but like, it happens when you're ready, you know. No time is better than now.
Yeah, it's when the quote is, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And that's like, we had to go through being our juvenile selves until we're fed up with it, and that's when you can actually hear when people have good advice, you know. And we aligned with each other, and then we aligned with our mentor, our coach, and it's just like, dude, I could have never listened to anything my coach has to say before I was ready to hear it, you know. Like a lot of things I could, because I resonated with a lot of his shit, but I wouldn't have gave up like drinking and having fun and stuff, you know. Like, oh no, fuck that, I'm down to work out, but I'm still gonna go be a fucking alcoholic on the weekends, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
we weren't ready
when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I'm not trying to force any of this on anyone, but if you are where we are or where we were a year ago when we were wanting this, like, you're gonna hear all of this.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel it.
And just by listening to this or putting more stuff, you know, in your social media that's inspiring or whatever, like it'll start coming about, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta surround yourself with the positive stuff and the stuff that you want in your life.
That's
for your future.
Like you're saying with social media, that's our vision board. If you don't know this by now, you look at your phone every day. You don't look at a cardboard thing on your wall that has pictures of cars on it. You look at your fucking phone every day. So it's like,
the most
design your Instagram, design your shit so that you see stuff that is in alignment with what you want. Like, we follow a lot of growth pages, we follow a lot of wisdom quotes, follow a lot of success pages, like things like that are in alignment. A lot of fitness shit. You go to my explore page, it's like nothing but buff people in trucks. It's like, that's what I like, dude. I like muscles and trucks.
Yeah.
But
mine's like plants and farms.
Yeah.
And animals.
Hers is like Pokemon and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, we went everywhere.
If you like Pokemon. Pokemon. You're such an old man.
We went everywhere on this video. Don't even know what to title it, but it's a good one. Whatever. It's just relevant. It's just how we feel.
Yeah.
A lot of feelings this whole weekend. So.
Yeah. I know it's been.
This is a 20-minute video.
It's 20 minutes. Nope. No. Well, now it's almost 20 minutes.
All right.
Okay. Gotta
Thanks.
go.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening.
See you later.